This is actually crazy. Palantir surprised us all today. Price action has been non-stop. People are hyped. But here's the crazy part. The Pentagon has just shaken the whole Palantir community. A massive bombshell was just dropped and made Palantir wins among others. Analysts are dropping their signals. This might be the sign we're waiting for to push $1 trillion. What is happening? And why am I so hyped? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. Palantir's price action has been wild. I mean, it's been like a roller coaster. It goes up, it drops, it climbs again, it's all over the place. People are hanging on for dear life, wondering what's coming next. But hey, here's the good news. By the end of the day, it slowly started picking itself back up. A bit of a breather, finally. But just when things started calming down, boom, something huge dropped, and it sent everyone into a frenzy. It seems like Palantir just won again. The Pentagon, yes, the US Army, just handed Palantir another wave of spotlight. And this isn't just any hype, it's a full-on statement. This right here is Palantir stepping into a whole new league. We're not just talking about growth anymore, this is domination. For a lot of people, this is the moment where that bold $1 trillion prediction starts feeling a little less crazy and a lot more possible. This could be the push that takes Palantir to the big leagues, permanently. But before we dive into all the juicy details of that contract, let's slow down for a second and look at how Palantir's actually holding up with all this hype. One analyst broke it down pretty well. He mentioned that Palantir broke above a key level around the 120 area, but then it kind of lost steam and slid back down, closing near the low of the day. That suggests that we might see a new low on the daily chart by Friday. But there's a silver lining. There's a strong support zone between 110 and 112 that could help keep things steady. Now, for those watching options, this dip already wiped out around 15 to 20% of the value in next week's call premiums. And if those May 9th calls take another hit, maybe dropping another 20 to 40% by tomorrow or Monday, they could actually become super attractive for anyone thinking long-term, especially with earnings right around the corner. And get this, the same analyst is still expecting Palantir to reach somewhere between 130 and 140 after earnings. That's a big move if it plays out. So yeah, we've got hype, we've got momentum, and now we've got the Pentagon backing Palantir even harder. This isn't just a win, it's a message. And here's what's even crazier. Another analyst pointed something out that'll seriously make your jaw drop. The numbers? Absolutely shocking. He revealed that Palantir's short interest just hit the lowest level it's been since way back in late 2020. We're talking about a massive drop in the number of people betting against Palantir. At one point, the short interest was insanely high. Around 150 million shares when the stock was sitting close to 19 bucks. Now, it's dropped all the way down to just over 50 million. That's a huge shift in sentiment. Basically, people who were once confident Palantir would fall are now backing off, fast. The pressure from short sellers is easing, and that's a big deal. It means the overall vibe is changing. There's less resistance holding it down and more space for it to move up, especially with big news like this Pentagon deal hitting the headlines. The same analyst even said something kind of savage. He joked that people should have been reading his tweets from back in 2021 to 2024 so they didn't end up bag holding and taking heavy losses. He's not wrong. If you were fading Palantir back then, you're probably not too happy today. But that just shows how much Palantir has transformed. Back then, people doubted it. They shortened it. But now, the shorts are retreating, the contracts are stacking, and the hype is building. This isn't just a bounce. This is Palantir stepping into its own power. The momentum is real, and the market is finally catching on. But here's the thing. Who's gaining even more confidence in Palantir right now? Yep, you guessed it. The Pentagon. The US Army just gave Palantir a massive stamp of approval. And honestly, this might be the most exciting part of everything we've seen lately. Here's what's happening. Palantir has developed this super advanced mobile battlefield system. It's called Titan. Think of it like a brain on wheels for the military. It's a truck and trailer combo packed with high-tech gear that helps the Army gather, process, and analyze battlefield intelligence in real time. We're talking satellite data, aerial info, ground sensors, all of it flowing into one system to help the Army make smarter, faster decisions on the battlefield. And get this, Titan was just ranked as one of the Army's top-performing programs in a new report sent to Congress. That puts it alongside some of the biggest and most well-funded weapons systems out there, stuff that's usually only handled by massive traditional defense contractors. Not a single major program made it onto the worst-performing list, but Palantir made it to the top. That's huge. Now, while the contract value for Titan isn't in the billions like some other Pentagon projects, it's still incredibly important. Why? Because it shows the Department of Defense is taking software, and especially Palantir's software, very seriously. They're not just relying on the old school players anymore. They're betting on tech companies like Palantir to shape the future of warfare. Even more impressive? Palantir actually beat out RTX, a legacy giant in the defense world, for this contract. And they didn't go it alone either. They teamed up with other top-tier players. That's a serious crew, and it shows Palantir is now playing in the big leagues. Each Titan unit includes a truck and a trailer that carries backup power, satellite links, and a bunch of other tech that makes it battlefield ready. The Army already has a few of them in hand, more are on the way, and full production could start in just a couple of years. They're already planning to run combat testing, and if all goes well, this could become a core part of the Army's future operations. The Army even said that Titan has already had a profound impact on tactical intelligence. It's helping pinpoint enemy and friendly forces, pulling in tons of data from everywhere, sky, land, space, you name it. They also said it's a perfect example of a non-traditional software company, absolutely nailing it as the lead on a tech-heavy, hardware-intense military program. But here's the thing, you might think, well, what's it have to do with Palantir's price? This isn't just about one contract. It's about what this contract represents. Palantir is no longer just a cool data company with a flashy dashboard. It's proving that it can build, deliver, and lead critical national defense projects. Titan shows that Palantir has the talent, the partnerships, and the trust of the Pentagon to take on massive, mission-critical roles. That's the kind of proof Wall Street started pricing in serious long-term growth and why they predicted that it will be a trillion-dollar company. And when you're getting recognition like this, when you're outshining old-school defense giants and building real, working tech that the military is calling top tier, it starts turning predictions into actual possibilities. So yeah, that $1 trillion prediction? It doesn't sound as wild as it used to. With government contracts stacking, AI demand growing, and real-world deployment of game-changing systems like Titan, Palantir's ceiling just got a whole lot higher. And even when you zoom out and look at the long-term picture, Palantir still shines brighter than just about anyone else out there. One analyst put it perfectly in a tweet. He said Palantir isn't just landing contracts. They're deepening their presence in the US government in a way that very few companies ever do. He pointed out something really important. Titan is just the start. It's the first real glimpse at what could become a full-on industrial AI revolution for military technology around the world. This isn't just software. This is the future of how wars are analyzed, planned, and fought, with smart data, real-time decisions, and cutting-edge AI guiding every move. And that future? Palantir is building it. That's exactly why NATO is already turning to Palantir for Project Maven, basically turning Palantir's platform into the AI brain behind battlefield operations. Think about that. NATO, a massive international alliance, trusting Palantir to be the foundation of its digital warfighting system. That's not hype. That's real power, and it's global. This analyst nailed it when he said, "We're just beginning," and he's right. All the pieces are starting to come together. Titan, Maven, the US Army, NATO, the AI Edge, and this growing dominance in both the public and private sectors. Right now, we're watching Palantir go from being a high-potential software company to becoming the backbone of military and intelligence operations worldwide. And when you think about where that leads in the next 5, 10, 20 years, this isn't just about a stock anymore. It's about a company that could shape the direction of global defense and AI. That kind of position. That's why investors are getting louder with those $1 trillion predictions. Because if Palantir keeps moving like this, they're not just participating in the future, they're defining it. But what is your opinion on this? Comment down below. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Palantir update might make you lose money, so don't risk it. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.